on, guys? Yanni Petrakis here. I wanted to give you an update on building my family's dream house. As you can see, not that much progress has been made. Nah, I'm just kidding. The outside is pretty much done now. All the windows and doors are in. The stucco is pretty much all done. Roof is almost all done on the extension. We'll get to that, but all the windows are in. The purlins are in. As you see over here, this extension was a nightmare for us because basically what happened is originally when we designed it, the metal roof was supposed to just come down and follow the line of the house. But then what happened is after we built the structure out of all steel I-beams, it was shaking. The structure it was on a concrete slab, and it wasn't, because there's a lot of wind here because of the water. It was shaking and it wasn't completely sturdy. So we couldn't put the doors in until we fixed that problem. So what happened is we had to drill into the ground and we had to do pylons and then attach more I-beams on the sides there with pylons going down into the ground. That made the structure completely sturdy. So we were able to put the doors in, but with that, now it sticks out more than it was supposed to. So we had to develop a whole new gutter system that looked seamless because the original one wasn't going to have gutters. But because we did that, we added gutters now. So the gutter is actually, you could kind of see it there. It's hidden in there. There was so much R&D that had to go into developing that. We were going to do a Yankee gutter, then we were going to do a regular gutter, and then we were like, the regular gutter is not going to look good. We ended up kind of making our own type of gutter with the standing seam roof, and then the gutter's hidden inside. So when it's all done, it's going to just look like it's going to come down seamless, and it's going to look nice. So right here, this is obviously a temporary door, but if you look on the outside, you'll see this frame, 6 feet wide by 7 feet tall, and it's going to be just a pivot door. So what that means is, if you don't know what a pivot door is, it's gonna, like, basically the door hinge, it's not gonna have a hinge, it's in the ground, and it's gonna open up from like 1/3 in, so you can actually walk in on both sides when the door opens. Everything behind the walls is almost done. As you can see, this is all the electric that you're seeing here, the housing for the lights, all of this, wires for the camera system, the alarm system, all things like that. As you can see, the housing for the hi-hats are in over here. We had to break up the concrete to run all the HVAC under the ground. What happened to this door over here? The framers actually hit it with a nail gun when they were framing, and they broke it. We have to replace that glass. If you come up over here, this is a town and country fireplace. This fireplace is really, really cool because for propane, the fire doesn't rise as much as a natural gas fireplace, but somehow town and country developed this fireplace with the use of propane. The fire shoots up really, really high. And then the back of the fireplace reflects the fire, so the fire almost is mirrored on all sides of the back of the fireplace, so it really accentuates the fire. It's a great fireplace. Over here, we're gonna do a wine cellar, kind of like how we have it at the other house. Racks that are backlit with light shining up on all the bottles. This whole entire wall from this point, back of the wine cellar, wrapping around here, going all the way to that wall, is going to be a black marble of some sort. I don't know the exact marble we're going to use yet, but that's how that's going to look. The stairs are going to get installed at the end of the month. After they get installed, I'll do a video on them. We did a crazy stair system here, all cantilevered stairs. And then the rest of the house has a different type of stair system. You see here, all the HVAC is done. The electric's done. You can see everything is done to code. The electrician left nice slack everywhere for the wiring. This right here is actually the fireplace exhaust coming up to the second story, and it's exhausting out the chimney. All this is the central vac. Because the house has like a lot of different wings, there's 2 different central vac systems that go to 2, all of it gets sucked to 2 separate places in the house. And that's all completed now. So pretty much all the electric and all the plumbing are done. So now what we're down to is putting the stairs in at the end of the month, insulating and sheetrock, and then we're gonna do the floors. We're doing an all black quartzite here on the floors. That's getting shipped out. 5x5 kind of slabs that are gonna get shipped out. So after this room was done, I'm not gonna say it was shaking a little bit, but the architect recommended that we put these collar ties here just to hold the roof together and hold the whole structure together, and it goes all the way down. I didn't like them at first, but like we're gonna paint them black. Kind of adds like a little bit of an industrial feel. We're gonna leave a lot of the I-beams exposed, so it's gonna be, the design of the house is gonna be like a very contemporary modern house with a little bit of an industrial feel. So I think it kind of goes with the house. So basically what these collar ties do is it carries the weight of the roof and it helps carry the weight to the walls of the house. So that's what these do. So it just brings the weight and distributes it better to the walls of the house. So you can see the bridge is done. I mean, not really fully done. We have to, put the glass and everything, but the structure of it's done. It got tied in everywhere here, and it's, this is a very long span of just, support from one end to one end. There was a lot of research and development that had to go into figuring this out, because it had to get tied into basically, there's a window here and a window down there, so it's, it looks really cool. And when it's done, all this is gonna be floating, like floating steps here. It's gonna look really, really cool. I don't know if I said it in the last video or the previous one to the update, but we added this window, so when you're walking here, you get to see the water feature, which is really cool. So, this is gonna be a koi pond on, that higher one is gonna spill into this one, and it's gonna be all koi fish. I don't know if you guys seen the previous video, but the reason that we bought this property was because of the beach. One of the criteria that we were looking for was a nice beach, and this has it. On the North Shore, it's hard to get like a full sandy beach. This is like all sand, no rocks, which is really nice. And it's a very wide beach. And that's what we wanted. And it's all from one end to one end. It's 800 feet of private beach for us, which is really cool. The house is actually really starting to look done. It's not completely done, but if you look back here, you'll see it. One design element that I really liked that we went with was the fact that there was originally a balcony over the sunroom, but we did the flying gable over the sunroom, and it looks like the structure is floating out. What that is like the flying gable is basically, it extends off the actual structure and the whole thing looks like it's floating. And it's actually my first time seeing that, like look almost completely done, and it looks really cool. Let's actually get closer to it. Dude, that looks sick. That really is, I think, as sick as a bedroom can get. I mean, it's almost like you're propelled 3 stories up because of how low the beach is compared to that. And then all the doors up there collapse back. So you get a sick cross breeze, and then I think that's the sickest bedroom I've ever seen. But all right, guys, that's pretty much the update I have for you. Hopefully the stairs get installed at the end of the month, and then after we insulate and sheetrock, I'll do another update. I'll show you guys how the stairs are looking, how the house is looking after it's been sheetrocked, and then we can go from there. But thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.